Hi everyone, it's Shar and welcome back to my channel. Before we even begin this video, I have to show you why. Look at these townies. Look at the people my game randomly generates. Look at them. I can't have these Sims walking around my world. She was wearing pants at some point. I don't know where her pants went, but she's wearing a pajama top, rain boots, and a flower hat. No. So both of these Sims are getting deleted, and I'm going to replace them with more teen Sims because my Sim daughter, Celeste, who's technically, it wasn't me to start with, she's third generation. She just aged up. She has a lot of friends from like her childhood and her kid years, but they are not cute. So we're going to fill the world with some beautiful Sims. So I had a couple photos that I used for reference of just like people I thought were really like good looking in real life, and I used that as general inspo. I didn't follow that to a T, and the idea behind this and the motivation was that I would create Sims that look a little bit different than what I tend to do, just have different features, different structures, things of that nature, but still look like I made them and like they are my Sims, not like they are randomly generated garbage from The Sims 4. So these are Sims that are going to walk around the town. I'm going to tell you right now. I completely forgot their names already, so I'll tell you their names when we see it together on the screen. My first Sim, I really wanted her to look a little bit different than my other Sims. I would say she's probably Indian or perhaps Pakistani, and that is what I'm going for with her facial features and her general like design. I had an image inspired by her, and I just wanted her to be like very edgy, very cool. I really liked this makeup, but it looks so crazy without eyelashes, so I promptly put lashes on and realized it doesn't look much better. So I softened the eye look a little bit, but still make it very black and heavy on the edges. I gave her a really soft, glossy lip, and at that point I realized her mouth isn't right, so I fix it and make it a little bit wider, a little bit bigger, just to frame her face a little bit more. And I loved this hair. I felt like she would have very casual, like long hair, and I was gonna give her a natural color before I said that. She looks really, really good, like this teal aqua-y hair color. She just looks amazing. I want to get her a cute hat, but I was trying to find the right one before I go with this one and decide that her aesthetic and her style, I'll go back to that one, see, is like edgy, goth, not really. She's like doing her. It's darker, definitely on a darker spectrum, and I wanted her to wear like a big like diamonds type necklace, but that didn't work with her skin detail, so instead she gets a pearl necklace, which you ultimately don't end up seeing over her top. And I had the idea that she would wear one of the male tagged items, but excuse the ambulance in the background, that is just passing, we're gonna ignore that. And I like this that I have going, but I don't ultimately like, I think, like any of the pants that go with it, so I think I do end up changing it, because I love these pants, but you can see they clip right across the middle, across her waist. They just didn't work, so I changed her aesthetic just a little bit, and I try to go with the same baggy theme. I don't think I end up staying baggy in the end. Yeah, no, I do like a mesh top over it, and I changed the gold to like a black polka dot, and that is our first beautiful little Sim. I'll tell you her name in a minute because I do all the girls first. I do 3 girls and 3 guys in this video, and my next one I really want to play around with more gender fluidity, and in my created Sims, creating Sims that don't just fall into the binary of male or female, Sims who really fall in that spectrum. So I'll focus on that the next time, but in this one I'm making friends for my Sim daughter. The next one, I'll give her some more friends and add some more diversity of different kinds in the video. So this Sim, I wanted her to look like someone I had in my mind as well, a musician, and in my head she has like a very like roundish face. She has a pretty strong jawline, really beautiful lips, and very specific kind of nose, and really small eyes in proportion to the rest of her features. And this Sim is really into like the glitz and glam in a different way. I like the buns, but I don't think they work with her facial feature, and I'm trying to get something that's going to complement it. Before I head on this, I like the way that the long hair just kind of brings her face together and makes her look really, really beautiful. And she looks so different to any of the Sims that I would make. And because she was wearing a full body outfit, I give her the new full body outfit I just picked up. This is new CC with these black boots. She's still like very soft dark, I would say, because she has like the cute little white eyeless. I wouldn't say that she's like a goth or anything like that. That's just her personal style and aesthetic. And we move on to Sim number 3, and Sim number 3 is based off of Zara Larson. She is just like really cool, and I like her features, so I wanted to create a Sim that was inspired by her. Inspired is a key word because that's not her. And this base was actually really, really good to start with. I just changed a few things, used a different eye preset. I love like how vibrant and blue these eyes are. If that's the kind of like style I did for my Sims, I would keep it that way. It's not, so I do give her like an eye overlay. And the brows were a hard thing for me because her hair is like this very white, like blonde, and there's obviously no brows that will match that, so I go with like this kind of ashy brown, which doesn't really fit, but I think a lot of blondes tend to do that with them. And yeah, she also has full lips. I try to make it, not saying that Zara does this, but I wanted this Sim specifically to look like she kind of gets lip fillers in her top lip. That's what she has going at her little mouth corners. I'm giving her like this beautiful like orange lipstick, which I think is adding to that effect that I want it to go for. She has over the top lashes, and we're moving on to her outfit. So that's her cute little face. I love this bralette that she's wearing, and I'm going to put it with some blue jeans. I go with these jeans, and then some really cool shoes. I think I go with like heels or something, so I think that she would wear heels with the outfit. Yeah, I do that. Before I decide that for her everyday outfit, considering that she's going to school, this is a lot. So I go ahead and I give her this cute little jacket. I give it to her. I wanted to go with this one, but this one's a little bit too much, so I do this one instead. And I like the edginess it adds to her. So this is Hunter. Hunter is very goofy. This is Adeline. No, Cassandra. Cassandra is talented, a geek, and she wants to be a computer whiz. And then we have Gracelyn, and Gracelyn is neat, and she's self-assured, and of course she's a party animal. You can kind of tell that by her aesthetic, and I really love her. I think she's super cute. So at this point, we're moving on to the guys, and I'm taking a moment to find some inspiration here, so you can go ahead and check out Gracelyn. So move on to the guys, and this one I wanted to have an Asian Sim, just someone that I thought was like really beautiful, like super good looking, that I would be happy for my Sim daughter Celeste to get into a relationship with. Right now, my Sims get into relationships with like guys of all different kind of backgrounds, people of all different kind of backgrounds, but for this one, I want Celeste to either end up with an Asian Sim or with a black Sim, just because her father is white, and before that, her grandfather was Samoan, so I'm really trying to incorporate more into the family. I don't know, that's just my gameplay style. I don't like it when my Sims all marry into the same race or ethnicity. That's just me. I'm not saying anything about that. That's just me and the Sims. Of course, now there's our helicopter. I like this hair. I want to give him my hairline, and it's not working, so I just leave his hair here. And the skin details are actually the hardest. I love the skin detail, but because it's a female skin detail, it gives him boobs, so I have to change it, even though I really, really love the way this looks. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't darken his skin too much. I wanted him to remain very, very pale. Of course, not all Asian people are pale. That's freaking ridiculous. But my Sim specifically, I imagine that he would be very fair-skinned. I'm even trying to guess what his ethnicity is within that race. Wow, that was really hard to say. But this is him. I think he's really, really handsome. I think he's absolutely gorgeous. And I find out later in the video that he has a really interesting side profile with his nose, which I actually end up really liking because it makes him even more different to the Sims I normally would make. I have to go away his necklace. I like his necklace. He looks really cute. I wanted to make this work. It didn't work, and of course the stubble thing just didn't work out for him. It didn't, so I kept him clean shaven, which makes sense because he's a teen. I wanted to try out glasses. It didn't work for me either. That's not the style and aesthetic I picture for him. I picture him to be like very stylish, very rough around the edges, very popular. Lack of better terms. To give him this really cool jacket. I love this jacket. The jeans were the hardest part for me. I struggled to find jeans that I really liked for him because I didn't think he would wear super torn up jeans, but I also didn't want to give him base game jeans. I forget what I ended up doing. I think I give him these jeans and his shoes. So there we go. I changed those out for the Moschino ones because I think he would wear combat boots. And this is, what's his name? I keep going for a while for this because I couldn't find one that I really like. Brooks Bachman. So Brooks is a singer. He's romantic and he wants to be leader of the pack. So that's very much Brooks. And we have our next Sim, who again I wanted to make someone that wouldn't usually walk around my Sim world. Initially, you saw I make him very, very buff. And this one I would say is the most I felt like I was cheating. Of course, that's ridiculous. But he doesn't stray too far from what the Sim generated because I think he's actually stunning and so beautiful. And I would be so happy if Celeste fell in love with him. I'm just saying. But I don't know. I have the attractiveness system with Wicked Whims, which is what I really like that for. So my Sim honestly tells me who she's attracted to. And I just fill the world with Sims for her to go after. So this is him. I give him an eye overlay just to like bring some more depth. I like his really, really dark brown eye color, but I wanted to add some more definition to that. And I do end up giving him glasses because I think that's the aesthetic that I feel for him. He's just like a really soft spoken, like super confident, just incredible guy, and I think he's super handsome and I love him, and I wish I could remember what I named him, but I don't. I give him the sweater in blue, like that cable knit, and I think I give him like some base game jeans. I don't exactly know. I might end up going for like, I liked these, but it was too much of the texture clash. I don't know what I'm thinking of him. He wears a pair of jeans that are really, really normal. And I'll tell you what I struggled with the most was his aspiration, because I didn't understand really what it was that he wanted. He ends up getting the natural singer and the genius trait. What's his name again? It's Alvin. Yeah, I felt like that fits him. Super cute, super nerdy. So he gets the natural singer and musical genius. You can see I changed his aspiration a lot of times. At first, I felt like he would want a successful lineage, or that he would want to be a super parent, and I keep going back to change it. I ultimately decide on musical genius because it fits his traits. He's a natural singer and he is a genius, so he wants to be a composer in this world. And then we have this sim. This sim is really random. I actually wanted to make a blonde sim or a red hair like male sim, but I really liked the base that we got, so I just tweaked him a little bit. I kind of get the feeling that he's a vampire, but only because he has a Moschino hair that's pulled back. I wanted to give him his long hair, but none of the female hairs that I had really worked for him, just because they were very styled, and while he would have long hair, I don't think it would be styled. So I give him this hair instead to compromise, like very long, a little bit wavy, super dark, and I give him like this kind of high definition or very textured skin overlay, and I just really love him. Like, he is just has a little bit of an edge to him that I end up really, really liking. I wanted to make him a little bit thicker as well, because I don't often make like air quotes here chubby male sims, so I really, really liked him. I thought he was incredibly handsome, and I thought he'd be the kind of person to walk around really stylish. If I had a different story in mind for him, I would say that his aspiration would be to be a vampire, but I don't think that's right. I think he wants to be a vampire, but that's not his aspiration, and I wanted him to have a very like deceptive personality. This is his style overall. His name is Sean Hoyt. I give him a very like good trait. So he's cheerful, and I think I end up giving him like good or a loner. So he's cheerful, he's a loner. No, outgoing. That's what I ended up giving him. Yeah, I changed that. So he's cheerful, he's outgoing, he's definitely always left the party, and I changed his aspiration to dastardly or public enemy, just because I think that's like a side of him no one else sees. So here are the Sims, just a little bit close up in case you need a reminder or you want to see them closer. This is Hunter. Hunter is absolutely beautiful. Let me know what you think of her in the comments below. I think she's super gorgeous. And then we have Cassandra, who I think of all of the Sims looks the most different to a Sim that I would create, but I really like her as well. Cassandra's super cute. I just love her soft little face and her beautiful hair. Jealous of her hair goals. I love that. I tried to do that to my hair because my hair is also black, but black hair doesn't bleach or color very well, so that was a struggle. Then we move on to Gracelyn, our little Miss Popular queen here. She's absolutely stunning as well. I think she also looks very different to my Sims. I don't often make white Sims, which sounds weird, but it's the truth. And I really, really like her, and I like the way that she turns out. And I love her outfit. I think she's super, super cute. And I think that Celeste would be her friend because Celeste is a child of celebrities and she's also very popular. And I think Gracelyn would like that about Celeste. And then we have Brooks, one of my favorite Sims. I think he's super, super cute, just so handsome. And here's where I see that his nose is not what I thought it was, but I just like what it does to his face. It just adds something very different and unique to him. And that was a complete accident. So here is Brooks. Again, is also popular in his own way. I would say he's a stereotypical bad boy, and not even with like a heart of gold, just like a stereotypical bad boy, fuck boy, like you would stay away. But I think Celeste might be attracted to that. We'll have to see. And then we move on to Alvin. Alvin is so sweet, so cute. I would love if Celeste really liked Alvin. I think he's super cute and would calm her. I hate saying that. He would bring some calmness to like her wild energy, not calm her down, because she doesn't need to be calmed down. Okay, that's another thing. And then we have Sean, and Sean is our little deceptive boy because he is cheerful and outgoing, but man, is he not a nice guy. You can kind of tell that by his face. I think he would become an evil vampire, which is a fun storyline. So this is it. That's my little Sim townies, or me making friends for my Sim teenage daughter. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.